Thuluth is one of the most majestic and visually striking forms of Arabic calligraphy, known for its large, cursive letters and elaborate ornamentation. The name Thuluth comes from the Arabic word for 1/3, which refers to the proportion of the pen's nib used to create its distinctive strokes. This script emerged in the early centuries of Islam, developing fully around the 9th century during the Abbasid period, when Arabic calligraphy began to evolve into a refined art form. Unlike the earlier Kufic script, which was angular and rigid, Thuluth introduced a sense of movement and fluidity into the written word. It is characterized by long vertical lines, broad spacing, and curved letters that often interlace in complex compositions. Its visual appeal made it ideal for decorative use in religious texts, architectural inscriptions, and monumental works of art. Thuluth was not typically used for everyday writing. Instead, it was reserved for important and formal contexts due to its complexity and the high level of skill required to execute it properly. As a script, it reflects a deep connection between the written word and aesthetic beauty, capturing both spiritual significance and artistic mastery in every letter. The origins of Thuluth script trace back to the early Islamic centuries, but it truly began to flourish and take its classical form during the Abbasid Caliphate. The term Thuluth, meaning 1/3, in Arabic, likely refers to the proportion of the pen's nib used to draw the letters, or possibly to the fact that 1/3 of each letter is straight while the remaining 2/3 are curved. This script evolved from earlier writing styles, including the more angular Kufic script, offering a more fluid and ornamental alternative. Thuluth played a crucial role in the aesthetic development of Arabic writing, merging linguistic clarity with visual elegance. As calligraphy became increasingly significant in Islamic culture, particularly due to religious restrictions on figural art, Thuluth emerged as a preferred script for decorating mosques, palaces, and manuscripts. Its graceful curves and complex structure allowed it to fill architectural spaces with dynamic motion and sacred symbolism. The script became a canvas for spiritual and artistic expression, with each stroke reflecting the calligrapher's discipline and devotion. Over time, Thuluth gained popularity not only for its readability, but also for its ability to convey grandeur, making it the script of choice for Quranic inscriptions, prayer books, and monumental epigraphy across the Islamic world during its golden age. Thuluth script reached new levels of refinement and sophistication under the hands of master calligraphers, who elevated it from a writing system to a true form of artistic expression. The Abbasid, Mamluk, and Ottoman periods were especially instrumental in the development and spread of Thuluth throughout the Islamic world. Among the earliest pioneers was Ibn Makla, a 10th century Abbasid vizier and calligrapher, who formalized the rules of proportion and geometry in Arabic scripts, laying a foundation that would influence generations of scribes. His work was expanded upon by Ibn al-Bawwab, another prominent figure who refined the aesthetics of Thuluth and brought an added level of grace and consistency to its form. Centuries later, during the height of the Ottoman Empire, calligraphers such as Mustafa Rakim and Sheikh Hamdullah pushed the script to its artistic zenith, balancing visual harmony with spiritual reverence. These masters developed intricate compositions that often combined Thuluth with other scripts like Naskh or Tugra, especially in religious manuscripts, imperial decrees, and architectural inscriptions. Their influence ensured that Thuluth became the script of grandeur, reserved for the most significant texts and settings, and associated with power, piety, and refined cultural identity. Thuluth script is distinguished by its sweeping curves, extended vertical strokes, and elegant balance between thick and thin lines, all of which contribute to its dynamic visual rhythm. Unlike simpler scripts used for everyday writing, Thuluth is designed to impress and inspire through its aesthetic complexity. Each letter form in Thuluth follows strict geometric rules that ensure consistency, yet allow for expressive variation and fluidity. The letters are often elongated and sometimes overlap or intertwine, creating intricate and harmonious compositions that seem to flow across the surface. The script's beauty lies in its ability to fill space with both structure and movement, making it ideal for architectural inscriptions, especially on mosque domes, mihrabs, and minarets. Thuluth is also commonly used in calligraphic panels and religious manuscripts, where its grand appearance lends a sense of reverence and formality to sacred texts. The diacritical marks and ornamental flourishes that accompany the letters enhance the visual impact and demonstrate the calligrapher's skill. Unlike other scripts, Thuluth is often written at a larger scale, which allows for the full expression of its graceful curves and fine detailing. The balance between legibility and artistic abstraction is one of its defining characteristics. Requiring a deep understanding of proportion and flow, Thuluth script holds a profound cultural and religious significance within the Islamic world, serving not only as a form of visual art, but also as a medium of spiritual expression. Its use in sacred architecture and religious texts has cemented its role as one of the most revered scripts in Islamic calligraphy. The script often appears in Quranic inscriptions, adorning the walls and domes of mosques, where its flowing lines and majestic form elevate the sanctity of the space. Thuluth's elegance and complexity are seen as a reflection of divine beauty, and its disciplined execution symbolizes the harmony and order found in Islamic teachings. Throughout history, Muslim rulers and religious institutions have commissioned works in Thuluth to convey both their piety and their political power, using it to inscribe verses, prayers, and royal decrees. The spiritual value of Thuluth is further emphasized by its frequent pairing with important phrases such as the Shahada, the names of God, and blessings upon the Prophet Muhammad. This script transcends its functional role and becomes a visual embodiment of faith, inviting contemplation and reverence. The careful balance of each stroke and the rhythmic flow of the composition mirror the spiritual discipline and meditative practice of the calligrapher in the modern era. Thuluth calligraphy continues to captivate artists, scholars, and admirers of Islamic art, maintaining its relevance through both traditional practice and contemporary innovation. Despite the rise of digital communication and changing artistic trends, the script endures as a living tradition, taught in specialized calligraphy schools and preserved by dedicated masters across the Islamic world. Countries like Turkey, Iran, and Egypt have played key roles in keeping the practice alive, hosting exhibitions, workshops, and competitions that celebrate this historic art form. Modern calligraphers often blend classical techniques with new materials and digital tools, expanding the creative possibilities of Thuluth while remaining faithful to its strict principles of proportion and harmony. Contemporary artworks using Thuluth appear not only in religious and architectural contexts, but also in galleries, fashion, graphic design, and digital media. This adaptation reflects a broader movement to reconnect with cultural heritage in a rapidly globalizing world. Artists reinterpret traditional forms to speak to modern audiences, using Thuluth to explore identity, spirituality, and aesthetics in fresh and meaningful ways. Through this ongoing revival, the script continues to inspire a deep appreciation for the balance between discipline and beauty, complexity and clarity, tradition and innovation, Thuluth calligraphy stands as a powerful bridge between the past and the present, carrying centuries of artistic tradition into the modern world with grace and dignity. It is more than just a script. It is a testament to the intellectual and spiritual achievements of Islamic civilization. Every curve and flourish in Thuluth reflects a legacy shaped by generations of master calligraphers who devoted their lives to perfecting the form. Their work was not only technical but deeply philosophical, treating the act of writing as a meditative and sacred practice. In an age where visual culture is dominated by speed and mass production, the deliberate, handcrafted nature of Thuluth offers a counterpoint that emphasizes patience, discipline, and intentionality. Its continued relevance is also a result of its adaptability. While firmly rooted in tradition, Thuluth has been embraced by contemporary artists who reinterpret its forms to express modern themes and emotions. This ongoing evolution ensures that the script remains alive, not frozen in history, but constantly reimagined. Whether inscribed on ancient mosque walls or integrated into modern installations and digital media, Thuluth continues to command awe and reverence, serving as a visual reminder of the enduring power of beauty, knowledge, and faith.